Anthropic just announced Claude Sonnet 4.5 and they're calling it the best coding model in the world. Let's get into it. Okay, so welcome. My name is Giuseppe. This is AI Business Lab. Thank you for hanging out with me today, and thank you so much for clicking on this. Now, if you saw the news, Claude Sonnet 4.5 was just released and it scored a 77% on the SWE-bench Verified, beating ChatGPT-5 and Gemini Pro, and can maintain focus for over 30 hours on complex tasks. Complex tasks for the same price as Claude Sonnet 4. Now, if you've been hanging out with me at all, you saw the Codex release. We talked about why that tech company was doing it and why ChatGPT released Codex in their attempt to increase users while they were possibly losing money. And myself, like many of the other guys that I follow who work in this space, who are hyper users or super users just like you, they were saying that since that got released, it really, put the gears to Anthropic and it pushed them to really try to make a play. Now, what I've done here is I've gone through, I'm gonna show you some of the key points from what they released and what they just announced, their benchmark scores. And we're gonna talk about pricing, who should upgrade, and what this means for developers and businesses using Claude. Okay, so just right off the bat, let's have a gander. This is the release, and you can see best coding model in the world. I don't think they're being hyperbolic at all. They were already really good and they hadn't released anything for a hot minute. So this released on September 29th, and their main claims are it's the best coding model in the world. It's the strongest model for building complex agents and the best model at using computers. So, what I found, what I really like here is it refreshed. So if you're a Mac user like me, the native VS Code extension. So if you were using this with VS Code, it was often a bit of a pain in the ass. It didn't really want to work. Well, they've just made that way better for users like us who are on Mac. They've also added a new context editing feature and memory tool. So this was something that we had to use ourselves. You would have to throw in Serena. You would have to throw in the full context editing projects, and then it would use that. And that was just to help it understand what you wanted to do. With what they've done now, the agents run even longer and can handle even greater complexity, which is absolutely wild. So the file creation spreadsheet slides directly into the conversation, and we make Claude for Chrome extension available to Max users who joined the waitlist last month. So I think that is me, and I am going to be able to check this out. Let's have a quick gander and see if I can get it, because if I can, this is going to be awesome. I think this will be me. This will be me, because I know I signed up for that, so pretty heckin' pumped. Okay. On top of that, let's have a look at some of the other stuff here. So it's going to talk about price here, and it is wildly effective. So it allows them to reach their full potential, aligned for the frontier model we released, showing large improvements across several areas, alignment compared to previous Claude models. If you're a developer, simply put, Claude Sonnet 4.5 via the Claude API pricing remains the same as Claude Sonnet 4. So it's a giant upgrade for the exact same price. That is ridiculous. This is going to be really hard to beat for anyone moving forward. And you can see 4.5 is already ahead of the pack in terms of software engineering. Represents a significant leap forward. Real tasks leads at 61.4%. Sonnet 4 held 42. So it's a pretty large jump. This is pretty wild. Here is the table. Agentic coding, which is what I'm using it for. With parallel test time and compute. That's wild. I'm going to get this to go over everything. In finance, yes, here we go. I was doing a couple trading things. I was having fun with it and getting spanked, but looks like now Sonnet 4.5, even just a normal one, is already beating some of the 16K thinking is just wild. So amplifies GitHub Copilot's core strengths, initials, evals, great stuff. Most aligned model, misaligned behavior scores. So it was one of the best behaved before, and now it's just got behaved better. And this is probably linked up to Automated behavior auditor, lower is better. Misaligned behaviors include deception, sycophancy, power seeking, encouragement of delusions, and compliance with harmful system prompts. Yes, so it got a little smarter. I don't know if you saw in the news, but they're, thoughts and prayers, I guess, to, people were having a tough time kind of understanding AI and how to use it. And some people got really hurt. So I'm really glad to see that this is up there in terms of, use case and safe use cases, or at least it's trying to make it better. Oftentimes the people who are having a tough time with this, I don't think they're paying for the premiums. So hopefully this just continues like this for everyone. Now, what the companies are saying, right? So they're saying that this is a state-of-the-art performance. It's got longer horizon on tasks, which means it's, for these larger things, like I'm working on this right now. This, free quote app that I made here, this eats up a ton of context to even get something in there. So I'm really excited to get this in there and have it kind of roll through everything that it's going to be working with. So, I mean, to get it to go in there and actually fix things and not break anything with this larger Codex model. And also, even in terms of context, like I did this as well with some context, and you can tell, it looks pretty good. It's going pretty well. I would love to get this a little more solid. The SEO on it's working well, but I think that with this, getting it to go through and do everything again is going to be awesome. Now, Claude Code also did something here, the Agent SDK. Now, this means that you can build your own Claude Code, okay, which is absolutely wild. This is the same infrastructure that powers Claude Code, and it's now available to all developers. So it can solve problems like memory management across long tasks, permission systems, and coordinating sub-agents towards a shared goal. Now, if you saw my last videos on sub-agents, I had a video that was one agent to rule them all. And the idea is that you can create agents which send out and manage smaller agents and manage those tasks and get everything done for you and corrected, and will report back to you on what it's done. Now, this matters. And this is what they're saying, okay? We built Claude Code because the tool we wanted didn't exist yet. The Agent SDK gives you the same foundation to build something just as capable for whatever problem you're solving. So it works for any complex task requiring agentic behavior, not limited to software development, and it'll build custom automations for your specific workflows, which is absolutely wild. Anyways, there's some more demos in here. Safety alignment, I'm super pumped on, but yeah. Are you going to be working with this? Are you looking for agents? What do you want to use this for? Let me know in the comments below. I'm super happy that this has happened. I can now cancel my Codex subscription, which was really good value, but I just won't need it anymore now that this is even better. And yeah, let me know what you're going to use it for. Let me know what you're excited about, and I'll see you later. Bye.